G'day guys, welcome back to the channel. This is going to be my match review for the Denver Nuggets v San Antonio Spurs game. Denver unfortunately ended up losing by 10 points to the Spurs, 119 to 109. But yeah, I'm just going to be getting into my thoughts during the first quarter. Both teams were shooting the lights out, especially the Spurs. They ended up winning the first quarter by 7 points, but on the Denver side, Gary Harris started off very well. He was cutting and making plays and finding some good open plays and just being aggressive. That's what we need to see from him. And Barton again started well. He had 7 points in the first quarter, but only ended up with 9 for the game. So again, he's been having good first quarters as of late, but hasn't been doing anything afterwards. He needs to keep being aggressive, especially if he's on, because if he can be that third guy to Jokic and Murray, that's perfect. We're not going to lose many games if he's on fire like that. But yeah, as I said, both teams are on fire. The only problem was that Jokic was shooting way too many threes early on. I think he missed his first 6 threes and then hit his last 5, so he was 5-11 from deep from the game, so that's still really good. But yeah, he was just taking too many early on. So hopefully he can get out on the block and get to the line a bit more, because he only attempted 4 free throws for the whole game, and the refs haven't been kind to him. They're not really treating him like a superstar that he is. He put up 24 shots and only 4 free throws, so if he keeps forcing it and getting into the paint more and getting the ball on the block, I'm sure that number will go up. Yeah, into the second quarter, Hartenstein actually came on for Denver, played 5 minutes, so he actually got on the court this time. He hasn't been getting any game time as of lately, which is probably a reason because we've been winning all our games, so why change it up now? But for the Spurs, Patty Mills and the bench of San Antonio was really good this game. It's not very often that Denver loses the bench battle, and that's one of their strengths, and it has been for a few years now. But no, Patty Mills and the Spurs bench was doing really well, and Patty Mills with 4 threes off the bench, 17 points in total. He was just killing us, and it was 13 free throws to 0 during the second quarter in one part in the first half. 13 free throws to 0, so that shows you how not aggressive Denver were being at the rim, and just the good defense Spurs were doing without fouling. And again, speaking of defense at the rim, Denver just has no rim protection. Jokic, as good as he is, he doesn't really provide that shot blocking threat. And although Jokic has good hands and gets steals, there's no one that really contests when they go up for easy layups and stuff like that. So hopefully someone can step up, or we just need to play, I don't know, someone else. JaMychal Green's alright on defense, but he's not really a shot blocker. He just plays good physical defense. Yeah, and then into the third quarter, DeMar DeRozan was the player of the game in this one, as well as Jokic played, and you could argue he was maybe the best player on the court. DeRozan was just so efficient, 30 points, 11 of 14 from the field, and 10 assists. He was just crazy, and really exposed Will Barton early on in the third quarter. And Gary Harris couldn't slow him down either, who's probably our best perimeter defender. And then the Spurs were mixing in the zone defense as well, which caused back-to-back turnovers for Denver, which really messed us up. And we finally started getting to the free throw line in the third quarter, which is when we made our little run back into the game, because it was still a very winnable game. The main difference is just the last quarter. Spurs ended up winning the quarter by 9 points and won the game by 10, so it was all up for grabs in that last quarter. And it all started because Campazzo, the bench of the Denver Nuggets, Facu Campazzo, started the fourth quarter and didn't have a good game at all. He played 10 minutes, but with 2 turnovers. So he did have 2 steals, so he did do well on defense, but just on offense he gave it away a couple of times, which was crucial. And then Jamal Murray seemed to get injured, and there was just real no intensity. It seemed just like a very lazy game. I couldn't tell if it was just great offense or just like a daisical defense. It felt like the Spurs just wanted it more, and the likes of Keldon Johnson was just getting rebounds whenever he wanted to. Little Keldon Johnson, he's only a small forward, and he got 4 offensive rebounds and was just playing with so much more intensity than the Nuggets, and that's the reason that the Spurs won the game. But yeah, make sure to drop a like, guys, comment and let me know your thoughts and opinions down below, especially if you're a fellow Denver Nuggets fan. I follow them very closely and like to give you guys my thoughts and reactions. But yeah, disappointing end to the road trip, as we were doing quite well on the road. It's actually our home form that's been troubling at the moment, because normally we're one of the best home home teams in the league and always have been, but at the moment it's our road games that have been keeping us alive and keeping our record in good stead. But yeah, that's it for me, guys. Thanks for watching. Peace.